what's up you guys, it's Max Patience here, and today we are playing The Sims. So we are back once again with the Fantastical Whims challenge. It is Sunday morning, which means it is officially Liam's birthday. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead. First things first, we're going to age him up into a teenager. Now, when he becomes a teenager, we get to start his generation. So I'm going to first age him up. We'll give him a makeover, and then I'll kind of go into some of the stuff for his generation. But I just want to kind of get the aging up and all that stuff done first. So we're going to do that, and then we will go ahead and cover the rest of it. Now, he does need specific traits. I don't remember which trait does he have now. I think he just has the good. Yeah, just has good trait right now. Okay, I'm just looking at the traits he has to have, and I think I know which one I'm gonna give him. So anyways, okay, so he needs to complete the curator aspiration. I don't even know where that is. Presence, computer, no. Curator aspiration? Where even is that? The curator, here we go. He wants to, what? Collect everything the world has to offer. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So he already has the good trait, so we need to either have loner or loves the outdoors. I think I'm going to pick loves the outdoors just because of what I'm thinking of. Loves outdoors, here we go. Okay, so perfect. Awesome. Okay, so first things first, we definitely need to give this guy a makeover. And I will come back in a little bit to show you guys what he looks like. Okay, so here we have Liam's new and improved look. I was kind of going for like a distressed, comfortable sort of vibe. I was thinking since he likes to be outdoors a lot, it probably makes sense for like his clothes to be a little bit tattered or worn because he's like exploring out in the woods and whatever a lot. So I feel like that just kind of made a lot of sense. So, okay. We're gonna need to go over his stuff for his thing. So let me just quickly get myself settled. I'll pull up the rules, and then we can kind of go over everything, see what I can kind of start now, and sort of like the things that I kind of want to start and do now that he's a teenager, yada yada yada. But let me just, give me a second, I'm gonna pull everything up. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and get started. Okay. And then we can go through and kind of figure out what the what is she doing? Why is Pacey yelling at us right now? What the crap? The hell is happening? I literally just aged up into a teenager, and you're just yelling at me. Like, why are you yelling at me right now? What is this crap? Like, what the? Fine, you want to go? This is so stupid. Like, what is she even arguing with me about? What the fuck? I'm so... What? Why is she being so mean? What the crap? This is so stupid. You know what? Fine. If you want to fight, girlfriend, we'll fucking fight. I'm like... Like, you think you're, like, why are we suddenly, like, she just comes over here and starts attacking me for no reason. Like, what the crap? Like, what is she... Why do you keep, like... This is so dumb. Look, I get I'm fighting back with you, but, like... You started it. You literally just came over here and started yelling at me. For literally no reason. This is so stupid. Like, why should I... You know what? This is so dumb. I don't even want to deal with this. I literally just aged up and this girl just comes and fucking attacks me. Like, why? Because I'm your older brother and now all of a sudden you're just, like, hate me all of a sudden? This is literally... You know what? Actually, I don't want to... I'm not dealing with this. You know what? I'm not dealing with this. I'm not doing this. I'm not... You know what, sis? You know what, sis? Since you're so adamant on, like, my existence being such a nuisance to you, I'm leaving. I'm not... Have your goddamn wish. I don't care. I'm not doing this. I am not... Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Want to do that? Fine. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this crap. Like, she literally just comes out of nowhere and just starts yelling at me. Like, I literally just aged up and all of a sudden she's starting an argument with me? Like, that's stupid. I'm not, like, fuck that. I'm not dealing with that crap. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with stupid family. I'm leaving. Like, I'm done. We're not doing with this. Like, it's not happening. We're not. No. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You know what? Fine. Since all of you guys are going to be annoying anyways, I'm not living with you anymore. This is so stupid. I'm not doing this. I'm like, I'm done. I'm over it. So, now that we are here, let's go ahead and go over the stuff for Liam's generation. So, I hope my acting skills really came in handy there. So, for generation number 3, we're going to start, before we continue to do anything else, we're going to go through the goals for Liam's generation. So, he needs to have the loner, loves the outdoors, and good traits. He needs to master fitness and gardening skills and complete the curator aspiration. He needs to complete the civil designer career green technician branch. He needs to have a sibling rivalry, which we just had with Pacey. And he needs to run away from home as a teen, which we just did. Guys, we are a teen runaway. I have never experienced this in my life. A teenager living by myself in a tent could never be me. Well, literally is me now, but I've never done this before. I didn't even know you could have teenagers live by themselves on a lot, because originally you couldn't. You had to have an adult on the lot. But I guess The Sims like made an update at some point where now you can have teenagers live by themselves. But anyways, so we are now a runaway teen, so we are not going back home. Refuse. We're staying here. We're staying put. Okay? So we need to live off the grid until we age up into a young adult. So I set up the basic necessities for him to be able to live off the grid, technically. So we have a tent, we have a campfire. I don't think he can't cook on this. So I set up a little grill so he can cook stuff, and I put in a little cooler. so he can put stuff in there, I guess. Then there's a picnic bench so he can eat stuff. I put in some like garden bed things here so he can plant some stuff and grow things. I just put in a cute little pond because why not? But I did put in a fishing thing. Maybe we could try fishing here. I don't know. And then back here I have the bathrooms. This is the only like outhouse thing that I could find to use as like an outdoor bathroom. And then I just have a shower here on the side, so then he can obviously take a shower if he needs to. But we are going to be living here by ourselves. Because screw that. I'm basically an adult, so I could do whatever I want. Anyways. So, he needs to maintain a beautiful garden, including a cow plant. So we're going to need to start getting going on that garden really quickly. We need to restore our friendship with our sibling in full adulthood. So not young adult, full adult. So we cannot be friends with Pacey again until we are a full adult. We're pissed at her. We'll talk to our other brothers, but Pacey, she's on the chopping block. We're not talking to her anymore. And then we eventually move back to hometown and a large family home. Now, it says suggested town is Windenburg. Now, technically, we did live in San Muscino, and there isn't really any, like, home lots there that we could kind of live on. Oh, and it said to get married, obviously. So I might do Windenburg, potentially, or another thing I was thinking of doing was, when he becomes a young adult, keeping this property that we're on right now, because this is like a 50 by 40 lot, and just building a home on the property that he's already living on, and do it that way. So, yeah, we're going to need to figure it out, but another thing I wanted to quickly bring up. So, obviously, I brought all the family money with us because I wanted to keep it with us, because that's kind of what I want to do for the next however many generations, is whatever money we have with the family moves with the next generation, and it just continues along. Kind of like a family money kind of situation, inheritance kind of thing. But I don't want Liam to, like, quote unquote have access to it right away because he's a runaway teen. It doesn't make sense for him to, as a runaway teen, just like magically have $350,000 on him. That seems a little insane. So what I was thinking of doing was, he cannot touch the $350,000 until he becomes a young adult. When he becomes a young adult, that's when he inherits, quote unquote, inherits the money. But until then, he can't touch it. Now, he can make money himself. I was thinking of having him get a part-time job because, you know, he needs to make money to, like, get food and keep his shelter and maybe upgrade his shelter as well, like get a better tent and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I could have him get a part-time job. Maybe he can also like sell his plants or whatnot on the side as well, just to kind of make some extra cash. So any of the extra money on top of the $350 that we have right now, he can use because that's money that he's earned on his own. But the $350 that we have right now cannot be touched until he becomes a young adult. So, there are a few things we can kind of get started on now. He needs to master fitness and gardening skills. We can definitely get started on that. And he needs to complete the curator aspiration, which we could also probably start. Okay. So we need to find collectibles, too. Find collectibles. How would I even do that? You say, like, under rocks. Like, I don't know what that means. Maybe I'll find some stuff around, but... Okay. Or use the observatory. Well, I probably can't use the observatory. I'll go to, like, a park or something. I'm just trying to quickly look around. Don't really see anything. Mostly just other people's property. This is a park. Obviously. It's a community garden, I'm assuming. That's a person. Under logs. In logs, under rocks, and using the observatory. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to need to do some exploring at some point to see if we can find any collectibles. Because I don't know where to even begin to look. Other than everywhere, I guess. Looks like we can fish here too. Okay, perfect. Cool. Alright. We'll figure that out. Or the observatory. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyways, so we're gonna have to figure out how to do the curator stuff. Can't do civil engineer yet. We could start up a garden. But that's kind of it for right now. Most of the other stuff we're gonna have to do when we age up into an adult. So, first things first, we don't have any money. 0. So I can't buy any seeds yet because I don't have any money. So I think first things first, we should get a part-time job. How do I do that from here? And then, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then maybe I can do some fishing or something. Maybe travel to a park. Here we go, find a job. Want a part-time job. And then once we get some money, okay. Babysitter, barista, fast food employee, lifeguard, manual laborer, retail, simfluencer, there you go. And then these are just like the extracurricular activities you can do. Well, we don't have time for extracurriculars. $40 an hour? Well, I'll be damned. That's also $40 an hour. But that's a lot of... I don't know if I wanna... Well, we can't do that. Because that would conflict with school. It's also $40 an hour. I just don't know if I want him to work so many days in the week. That's my concern. Because I want to make sure he keeps up his grades, obviously. I think I might go with the lifeguard. Because he gets 3 days off a week. He works weekends, which is totally cool with me. Because I'd rather him work weekends than during the week. So he has plenty of time to do his homework. And hopefully stay on top of his classes. Because he starts high school this week. Oh my god. We run away from home and we start high school all in the same week. That's insane. So I think lifeguard would be good. He's got to do his homework. So why don't you go ahead, do your homework first. You can worry about going to the bathroom in a second. And then Okay. And then maybe we can try and do some fishing or do some exploring or whatnot. And see if we can find stuff to sell. And maybe even find some collectibles too. So, okay. So I'll stick here for a bit, get him caught up on his homework, make sure all of his needs are met. And I'll be back in a little bit with some updates for you guys. Okay, so it is obviously way later into the night. Liam just went to bed. I had him sleep a little bit just to mostly try and get out of the rain. Looks like he's getting a midnight snack, so to speak. But I did have him do a little bit of fishing earlier this afternoon. Won't eat it. And apparently, why won't he eat this? I don't know. Anyways, apparently, fish count as collectibles because all the fish that I caught counted as collectibles. Now, it has to be different types of fish. It can't be the same fish, but still. It's fish all the same. So, I was thinking, since we don't work after school... Ooh! And I got a seed-shaped gemstone. Anyways, I keep getting distracted. Okay, so let's sell the fish that we got. I also sold the school projects that Liam still had. This is really cool. I can't get any money from it anyway, so I'll probably keep it. Okay, alrighty. So we have $197 to our name right now. I need to get a garbage can. Because I apparently forgot to do that. Here we go. Trash cans and mailboxes. This is fine. Bam. Trash can. Okay, now... Beauty. Now we need to get some crops. Purchase seeds. Okay, how about we do some starter veggies, some starter herbs, and some starter fruits. It's 105. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Ooh! Yay! And those count as collectibles! Hell yes! Okay. So we need to collect 5 crystals, 3 frogs, and 3 fossils. Interesting. Okay, so we have sage. Okay, how do I... Okay, so... I'm gonna try and get you to plant this. So we'll get some sage going. We got apples, grapes, bananas. Well, they're probably plantains, yeah. Okay, ooh, taro root would probably be good. So we'll do those. I know it's probably really bad to have him do all of this in the rain, but I don't really have much of a choice. Yes, he does like gardening. At least that's what we're hoping for. Okay, do some onion. Oh, can he not get to it? Oh, he might not be able to get to that. I might need to shift things around. We'll see. Oh, no, he can step. Okay. I was gonna say, I'd be surprised if he can't reach it. Okay. And then we'll do... because the apple, I'm gonna need to do on its own. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we'll do an apple tree. And then we'll do a plantain. And then we can do these grapes as well. And we will start there. I love how I'm doing this at like 3 o'clock in the morning. But you know what? This is when he woke up, so we're just going to go with it. Alrighty, so I'm going to finish this up. And then I will come back later on, probably when he's at school. Okay, so it is now the next morning. We have officially made it to school. So first things first, we're trying to learn about the new school from the principal. Just heading into his office now. Just making a friendly introduction and then go through all the, pleasantries and crap and then just get this done and over with. Now, I'm pretty sure this high school has like a gym or fitness center in it. So I'm hoping to be able to get some fitness stuff in since he has to master his fitness level anyways. I thought if we could try to do some fitnessy stuff while we're here, that would be nice. Yes, there is. Okay, perfect. How about you practice your punching or something? So you can work on your fitness skill while you're here, and then we'll go through the school day. There isn't really anything that we have to do for school. God damn it. Just as we start, the frickin' bell rings. Love to see it. Okay, great. So, yeah, there isn't really, they didn't mention anything about school. So, I'm just going to assume we just go through school like we usually go through school. And then I'll probably start looking for potential partners as I usually do in the last week of high school that he has. Just because I don't want to meet someone and then they age up into a young adult before he does, and it's just a whole thing. But anyways, so I'm just going to finish up the school day, and I'll come back later on this afternoon with some updates for you guys. Okay, so it's later in the afternoon. Liam just left school not too long ago, and we are currently on the hunt for crystals, frogs, and fossils. So I found some rocks and logs and stuff around here in Magnolia Park. I figured traveling to different parks in different towns would probably be the best bet. Ooh, we found a frog. So, yeah, I'm just going to try maybe locate a few other things. See if we can find anything. A peach? That's a crystal? It's literally a crystal named Peach. That's cool. Sweet. Alrighty, so. Oh, I can dig up here too. Ooh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I might potentially try another park. See if I find anything else. If not, that's fine. We have to go back home and do our homework anyways. But, you know what, I could at least try. So, yeah. Alrighty, so, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of continue what I'm doing here. And I'll come back probably tomorrow morning. And I'll give you guys any updates. Okay, so it is the next morning. Liam just arrived at school a few minutes ago, and I'm just having him start to study for his exams. Now, I was able to find some more stuff to dig up at the park in Oasis Springs, but literally all that I was finding was fossils. So I've got all my fossils done, but I'm having a hard time finding crystals, and I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding frogs. So I'm hoping maybe if we go back to the park today, we can find some more frogs and crystals, hopefully, and not just fossils. Now, I tried to keep all the fossils that I have to start up a collection. And any duplicates that I have, I've just been like selling them off. So I guess we'll see after we're done school today if we can do any better. But I think I'm going to go ahead and actually end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm excited to start with the next generation, generation number 3 with Liam. I feel like it's going to be super exciting, and I cannot wait to see what else we get to do, what else is in store for us. This is already being very interesting if we've only been doing this for a few days. So, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I'm going to end the episode here, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.